Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karima and I am powered by power. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are spending it with the ones that you love, or if you love it on yourself, that's cool too, because as you can see from the title of this video, I'm single. So I will be spending this Valentine's Day by myself, and I am okay with that because I'm learning what it means to be successfully single. And this is an idea that came to me, actually not even came to me, it was like confirmed for me back in, I believe it was June or July of last year. I was at a women's conference, and this lady came over to me and kind of was just speaking and pouring into my life, didn't know me from nowhere, and she kind of confirmed that this is the time where I need to be successfully single. And in that moment, I knew, because I had just gotten out of a relationship, because last Valentine's Day I was not single. The Valentine's Day before that, I did my Why Am I Still Single series, and then I dropped my Stop Giving Away Your Power series, and then boom, I got into a relationship. And so that relationship lasted pretty much a year, and you know, some things I've noticed I didn't want to really ignore anymore, so I kind of had to remove myself from that situation. We still cool, no hard feelings, no animosity, no nothing. It's just, we just have to be real with ourselves. I had to be real with myself. So here we are, 2023, Valentine's Day, and I'm single again. And I am okay with that, because when I think about what it means to be successfully single, like, I need to make sure that all of the things that I aspire to, all of the goals that I have planned for myself, the relationship that I'm building with Christ, like, I need that to be successful before I can allow myself to be in a successful relationship. And I'm not even gonna sit here and bash men, because I love men, like, not all men, but like, I want to be in a relationship with a man. I would like a husband. So I'm not gonna bash like the dating pool. Like, that's the new trend that everybody loves to say, like, there's poop in the dating pool. I mean, maybe, but I have encountered some decent men in my life. I just feel like I need to work on some stuff. And so this is about me being successfully single, so that I can figure out, like, yo, what is going on with me, to make sure that any situation that I get in, I can maneuver it properly, because I'm successful on my own, because I have done the work to figure out what are my triggers, to figure out what is my trauma, to figure out what is it that I still need to deal with, to figure out all those things. And it's just like, no matter how much work you put in, there's always going to be more that is required of you. And so that's where I'm at right now. And this is my first video of 2023. And yeah, I did say I was back, right? I did do a video and say I was back. And then, you know, life happens, because life is life. And so I needed some time to kind of like maneuver through all of the craziness that was going on in my life, because 2022 was a whirlwind. It was a whirlwind. It started off real, like, it was good, mostly good, but it was just like a lot of uncertainties that I needed to kind of like straighten out in order to really come into this new year with the focus that I need to have. And so I'm excited. It is February 14th, and when I think about how the year has started and coming off of this 21-day fast, if you have not been following me on Instagram, I haven't been ghost. I haven't just been living under a rock. I have been very much active on my social media account. So here's an opportunity to follow me, okay? Follow me on Instagram, because I've been also sharing my blog posts on Instagram, because I also have a website. I'm a blogger or whatever. Like, I still gotta get used to saying that. But I've been blogging about my 21-day fast because I really needed to refocus. I really needed to realign myself, or align myself with the will of God. And that is actually my focus word for the year, alignment. I want to align myself with all of the things that God has for me. I want to align myself with the will that He has for my life. And anything that is causing me to go astray, anything that is causing my life to be crooked, anything that is causing my life to be haywire, I want to remove it so that I can go down the straight and narrow that God has for me. And so I needed to take some time to get some things hammer it away and close some chapters and move on from things and really begin this year with a focus of, okay, what do you want to look like this time next year? Like, what is the things that you want to accomplish? What does Powered by Power look like? What does CEO of an LLC mean to you? Like, how are you going to own that? How are you going to walk in that? And so that requires me to not be distracted. That requires me to be single. That requires me to not worry about anything that I don't have control over. And so I know that I have to partner with God when it comes to choosing a relationship and choosing a partner. But I know that I'm supposed to be found. And so I'm gonna be doing what I gotta do. And when he find me, I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be doing what I gotta do. So successfully single, it's so many different layers to it, because when I think about what I'm going to be focused on while I'm single, like it requires me to build a certain level of success within myself in order to be ready for a relationship. Because I think about just the encounters that I've had, and I really had to ask that tough question, like, Karima, maybe it's you. What you doing wrong? Like, I can't keep pointing the finger, because when you point the finger, that there's so many different ones, 4 different ones, 3 different ones pointing right back at you. So I had to really do some self-evaluation. And so I realized that I need to focus on me. I cannot continue to try to fix or pour into somebody else when I need to rejuvenate and fill my cup up. And the only person that can help me fill my cup up properly with the good stuff is Jesus. And so when I say successfully single, that means that it's just me and him. Like, I want to be one with God. Like, I want to be able to build my relationship up to a place where, like, I'm solid. Like, I don't have to worry about nothing, because I'm standing on what the word says about me. I'm standing on the fact that I am a representative of the kingdom, and wherever I go, like, I have to represent Christ. And so the things that I used to do, the woman that I was, I don't want to get back to her. I don't want to, like, I want to be able to stay on the potter's wheel and have him mold me into the woman of God that he needs me to be for his kingdom. And if you've been here for a while, you know, like, kingdom woman, I have a video about being a kingdom woman. I want to be able to allow God's light and his will and his miracles and his signs and his wonders to be able to be seen through my life. And so I decided to start this channel so that can happen. And so this season in my life, I really want to focus on 5 things, right? Successfully single. Me being successfully single means that I'm going to be focused on these 5 things, and I'm not worried about no dude or no man. I'm just going to be focused on 1, my relationship with Christ, first and foremost. Like, I already mentioned how haywire 2020 went, the roller coaster 2022 was, and I really believe that it's because I kind of treated God as a afterthought, essentially. Like, and since when does he deserve that? Like, what? How could I ever? How dare I, right? And I realized that a lot of the things that I was allowing myself to do and to get caught up in was because that I wasn't putting him at the center of my heart. I was not giving him enough, like, point blank period. And so when I found myself in situations of confusion, situations of, like, ridiculousness, is because, when is the last time that I actually had some intimate time with God? And so successfully single means that I'm going to be spending intimate moments with God. Like, the very first I'm debating if I want to put a clip in of my very first day of the fast, because I just finished a 21-day fast. I do think that I mentioned that, but it was just like, whoa, I missed you, Lord. Like, oh, yeah, they seek you. Oh my God, my God, my God. Ooh, devil. Ooh. Ooh, God. Oh my God, I have not had this moment with him in a minute, and so like that kind of like catapulted me into a different like space. Like when I live alone, so when it's just me and him, and I have on my worship music, and it's just like that level of intimacy is what I want to recreate every single day. Like I want to spend time with God every day, multiple times a day if possible, you know. Like definitely want to start my day with him in the morning, but that's another thing I'm gonna be working on, because I am not a morning person. I'm trying. Let me rephrase that. I am a morning person. I am a work in progress. I am a morning person. I'm affirming that. I'm trying to not speak those things that are not, I'm trying to speak those things that are not that as though they are. So I don't want to give anything else any type of, you know. So I'm a morning person. Period. But yes, I want to open up my day with God. Like I want it just to be me and him, and find time throughout the day to like read like a real quick devotional or something, like on my lunch break, or just have those pockets of just like, I want you to know, Lord, that I am acknowledging you, that I am seeking you. What is it that you want me to do next? How do you want me to show up, you know? And so yeah, that's first and foremost. My relationship with Christ is going to be at the forefront of everything that I do. Me and God have gone through a lot, and the amount of things that he has done for me, I don't even have enough words or enough storage on my camera. Like there's not enough memory cards in Best Buy to be able to tell you all of the things that he's done for me. And so it's only right that I keep him in his rightful place at the center of my heart. And so that's first and foremost. Secondly, I'm focused on me. I'm focused on being the woman that God needs me to be. My health, I need to eat better. I'm going to be in the gym even more, going crazy, because I've been in the gym. My body's looking alright, but there's still goals that I still want to see. I still want to see a certain transformation that I haven't been able to accomplish yet. And so I really want to challenge myself to see, okay, what can I do different? How can I eat different? Like what changes do I need to make to really see my health take a turn for the better? Not saying that there's anything wrong with me, or like I'm unhealthy or sick or anything. I'm not sick. I'm just saying, like, physically I want to feel a little bit better. I want more energy throughout the day. Like my job is draining, and so how can I find the right foods to eat to keep my energy up? Because by the time I'm driving home, like I'm a zombie and like legit like nodding in traffic, and it's just like, this is dangerous. And so I need to figure out like what am I doing that is contributing to that, and be able to change those behaviors. I want to get my finances together. Like I'm 30 now, and so there's some things that I've been talking about for a while that I want to make happen before I even turn 30 that needs to happen. So that requires me to really like get it together and buckle down. What is it? Buckle down, and put this work in. Like for real. Stop sleeping on myself. Like I really need to focus on me. Focus on becoming her. And stay tuned for that. Like that's gonna be a series in itself, because like I'm her. Period. Because like even if I don't believe it now, I'm gonna speak that. I'm gonna affirm some things. I'm going to be able to, you know, make some things happen, manifest some stuff in my life. For real. Like God has done a lot so far, but there's so much more. The sky is not the limit. I don't know how many times I've done said that. That is my mantra. The sky is not the limit. So then I'm gonna be focused on ministry. Like I'm really in a lot of different ministries at my church. I'm not gonna speak too much about it, but like I need to focus on that. Like I'm building things for the kingdom, and so that's not to be played with. And so that needs to be a priority of mine. I need to focus on my career. I need to be able to find new ways to reach this new generation, because Jesus, These kids, different. Like, these kids are different. After the pandemic, we came back, and it's just like, is this a school or a zoo? Because I'm confused some days. I'm really confused. The amount of disrespect, the amount of like lack of motivation, it's just like. And so I learned like maybe year 4, or I've been teaching for 9 years, like not to take things personal. And I'm glad I learned that lesson early, because if I still took things personal now with the way these kids are lashing out and acting out, it's just like, I would have been always like an emotional wreck. Like, I would have been an emotional wreck. Like, what? No, it's not about me. You got some things that you got to figure out. And there's some disconnects that have happened because of a worldwide pandemic. We can't blame everything on COVID, but it has a lot to do with everything. It has a lot to do with a lot of things in the education system. It was already jacked up. The education system has already been jacked up before COVID. However, COVID did not help. So yeah, there's that. And so I also need to figure out like what does my role look like within the next 5 years? Like, what do I want to accomplish? What positions do I want to take? Like, what spaces do I want to show up in? There's a lot to figure out there. Shout outs to me, because I just reapplied for another fellowship with MFA. And so when I tell you God is so good, God is so good. I was praying that I was able to get this fellowship without having to do an interview. And sure enough, when it gets down, I don't have to do no interview. They was like, your application was amazing. We want you back. And so, yeah, I need y'all to understand like the amount of, I'm not even gonna, yeah, I was stressed, but there was that faith that I have that like, God, you know, this is what you do. So I need you to show up like you did before. And so sure enough, he did that. Okay. And so I'm excited. So I'm master teacher once again, and I'm excited about that. And that means that I now have to figure out what the next 4 years looks like. So sorry, somebody was just calling me on my watch, and I hung up on my watch, so I was looking at my watch. And then last but not least, like, I'm a whole brand. Like, my business is me. I am my brand, and I need to really like tap in. Like, what does that look like this year? How are you going to increase your territory? How are you going to reach the people so that they can hear the words coming out of your mouth and hear how good and how dope God is? That is what you started this for. And so what are you going to do to make sure you tell the world about how good God is through your story? So those are the things that I'm going to be focused on, and I need to be successful in every single one of those areas. I don't got time to be dealing with the nonsense. Once I see a red flag, like, it's not that, let me make this clear. I'm not gonna be no grandma or anything like that. I'm not saying that I'm not dating, but like, I know after 30 years of living what it is that I would like to feel when I'm in the presence of a man, when I am potentially around somebody that I might be interested in spending the rest of my life with. There is a feeling that I want to have. There is a knowing. There is an assurance. There is an affirmation that has to happen within me to be like, okay, yes, I'm going to move forward with this. And if I don't feel that, if I don't, let me be careful with that, because everything is not about feelings, right? So let me just make a disclaimer. Let me just put that out there. Like, yes, there is that desire to want to feel a certain way when you're with somebody, but I also realize that there is no perfect person. Like, there is going to be times where you're going to have to compromise. You're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to do things that may be uncomfortable. However, after putting in the effort to communicate, to compromise, to hear, to listen, to try, and it's still not working, deuces. Like, I don't have time. And so this season, I'm really not going to be focused on wasting time with the potential of a man, because I did that all of my 20s. And so I'm not going to be on some, oh, well, if he does this or if he does that, it could work. No. Right now, who you are, what you have, your face value is how I'm going to learn you. Like, I don't want to think about what you could potentially do or be in the future, because if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be tight, and I'm going to be the one that's like, oh, well, you made that decision to think that that was going to happen when that wasn't the case when you met him. So yeah, don't nobody got time to be wasting. Okay, I would love to be in a honest, respectable, God-fearing, romantic, spontaneous relationship. However, I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God, because if he doesn't do it, I don't want it. Because when I try to put my hands to it, when I try to pick, no. So I'm gonna stop ranting now, but I just came on here because I needed to get this out. I needed to get out of my head and just, you know, like, come back to you guys. Hey, I missed you. I'm here. Okay, I have so much content. When I tell you I have so much content, and I've just been sitting on it, because I'm just like, well, how is this gonna make sense if I drop it here, if I put it out here, if I do this? And it's just like, just do it. And so I started here because it's Valentine's Day. All of January I was kind of like just figuring out how this year was going to be, and so I'm starting here with telling you guys how much I miss you and how I want to be successfully single. This is not going to be the last of this topic, so I probably will just label this part 1 and give you guys more of a detailed breakdown of like what this is going to look like, how I'm going to go about it, share some decisions possibly with you guys that I've been making for my life, and really get the courage and the strength to share that story. But yeah, hey, I'm back again. I thank you so much for your patience with me. If you are subscribed to this channel and you have watched to this part of the video and you've been rocking with me for a while, thank you so much, because it means a lot. It means so much to me, and I know that like I'm not gonna get caught up in the numbers or anything right now, because like God is gonna do it. He's gonna work it out. He's gonna have his way, and I'm just gonna align myself with that. And so all of you who are watching now, all of you who will watch this in the future, anybody who is watching, I want to say thank you. I want to say that I wouldn't be here without you, and I'm grateful for this platform, and I want to continue to do what God needs me to do, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, no matter how difficult it may be, no matter how scary it may be. I'm gonna do it. I'm here, and God has given me this platform for a reason, and so I have to tap into the power within me, and I want you guys to do the same. There is power within you. You have the dunamis power of God within you, so tap into that to make all of the things happen. Okay, the sky is not the limit. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go to Zumba now. And I hope you guys have a beautiful Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have a beautiful 2023. I hope that you are enjoying all that life has, because we're still here, and so that means that there's still purpose. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, share, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you in my next video.